All right, so I have adjusted everything now. I've shown calibrating this on one of my videos already. There's a whole bunch of pots in there. There's like 5 pots for the main board, and then there's 6 pots for all the decades and everything. And I've already showed that before. You can find information online on how to calibrate this thing. Currently we're measuring a lot of digits, and I think you can see down there, this one's around 6, 7, 8. This one's around 9, 10. Yeah, they're pretty close. What I've found is that things are very temperature dependent, and the thing, calibration is a big rabbit hole. So you kind of don't want to go down there, but you can see that they're measuring really close to one another. Let's go ahead and dial in a different value here. Let's dial in 40,001. Yeah, so it's 40. Yeah, so they're fine, right? They're fine. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and show you one more thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in 4-wire ohms, and I'm going to put this into 4-wire ohms, and I have a 10K resistor here. I don't want to hold it because it's going to heat it up, so I have to be very careful in doing this. So there we go. Okay, so 998743. $99874,738. Yeah, so they're really close, which is an amazing for a resistance measurement. So anyway, I now claim that I have a calibrated unit to my standards, to my garage standards. It's going to be good to around 7 digits, I would say, something like that. And so I'm going to be very close to a number. The reason people are going to say, well, then the thing's no good. You're not going to be able to use it for anything. No. The value of these things is the resolution for relative measurements. So like DVDT, voltage over capacitance, distribution of voltages and stuff, right? Variations with piezoelectric effects. You can see very small little changes and stuff. And these are relative changes. They're not absolute changes. And so this is still a very valuable instrument in any lab. It's very similar to the very expensive Keithley picoammeter I have. It's like, no, it's not accurate to the picoamp, the femtoamps, the attoamp. It'll do, think, attoamps. No, but it's relative measurements that you're really interested in. So yeah, I'm really happy with the thing I've got now. This box seems to be calibrated. It is a little bit temperature sensitive. But not too bad. If you've ever been in a cal lab, they're always temperature controlled, humidity controlled. There's always a little chart recorder in the back, recording everything. If you take a look at what other people have done online, the guy, he was adjusting one of these, and he wrote down, what time he measured it, what was the room temperature, all kinds of stuff. And I don't want to go down the metrology hole because it's just awful, and it doesn't do any good. I mean, for garage work, you don't care. It's certainly good enough. I remember when I could get 4 digits. I was really happy when I could get 4 digits in my lab. And now I'm good like 6.5 most of the time, different things. So doing really well. I still do want to play with this some more because I think there's more to learn on this thing, and I do have it for a month, so I'm going to play with a whole bunch of things that it can do.